especially with USC going off at 3-0, playing half a box of cupcakes. We'll talk about that. Plus, Auburn fans feeling a certain kind of way about OU fans being confident in the Sooners this weekend in Norman. You know we got to talk about it.
You know what, guys? In a nice way, y'all. We don't give a shit.
Welcome back to Hall of Fame College Football with Jason and the coach. I'm your host, Jason Watkins. He's the coach, Philip Roybal. And if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment. Hall of Fame College Football. Welcome back into the show, coach, and also want to welcome in our other good friend, the coach, Coach Ricks. Welcome in,
Coach
sir.
Riggs.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, my brother?
Oh, man. Tired. Hey, man, I met Ted Ginn tonight, man.
Ted Ginn?
He
All
coaches Charlotte Latin, man, here in Charlotte, man. Real cool dude, man.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's I kind of have a weird story about him, but it's too long to talk about it. So it doesn't have nothing to do with him. It's just an Ohio State fan because they're weird as fuck, as we all know. Right. But yeah, welcome into the show, Bishop Frank, our Moosehead, Sooner Cherry Bear, Garrett Bullware, Zofix. Let's see who else we got. Gil Cruz. Thank you for the horns down there, sir. Sooner Legend. What's up, Legend? Trojan Fight, Rob 077, Segoy English, Cajun Goated, and Trojan Fight. What can be in Trojan Fight? Logan Litke. Let's see who else we got. Sooner for Life. Man, we got a full house in there today. Sooner in Texas. Holy shit. I love it. Welcome into the show, everybody. Make sure you wipe your fucking feet when you get here. Make sure to wipe them feet. Gentlemen, Coach, I'm going to let you kind of rant. I know you got to rant a little bit about this bullshit from the weekend. Tyler Buckner, is he still okay over there? I mean, I'm kind of wondering, how he ended up back there. I forgot that you had told me he was playing lacrosse again or some shit.
Yeah, he ended up back at Notre Dame after he couldn't do shit at Alabama and came back to Notre Dame, played lacrosse, and then asked Coach Freeman if he could come back, help the team any way he could, whether it was scout team quarterback or whatever he could do. And Freeman took him back, and they put him back there as the holder. And I don't understand that because we had a holder. We have a holder that's pretty damn good, and from what I understood coming through spring ball, it was going to be Zachary at the holder, and then we get Drudhead in there as the holder and drops the damn ball, perfectly snapped ball and drops it. But hell, that's not the first time that's ever happened to anybody. Won't be the last.
Well, that's true, but it feels like with the things that look, is one thing I know there's a lot of people that are saying, well, how in the hell are they still ranked after this first week or after the second week and they're 0-2? Well, because they're the only team in the country that hasn't played two cupcakes in their first three games, probably. You know what I mean? So, probably have the toughest schedule on the way out, but it certainly puts you in a precarious situation for making the playoff moving forward.
Yeah, two things in recent history that I'm not real perturbed at this point. Now, in a minute I'll tell you what I am perturbed about. But right now the playoffs is the farthest thing in the picture, and it ought to be for every motherfucking team.
Sure.
That's playing football because 3 games into the season, you don't know if you're a playoff team or not.
Sure.
And we can have
That's
that conversation about a lot of people. But at this point, I'm not perturbed by being 0-2. Now, I'm pissed off. I shouldn't say I'm not perturbed. I am perturbed, but I'm not overly concerned, I should say. I saw a good Ohio State team last year lose 2 games and won a national championship. Uh, I saw us lose in the second week of the season to a
Whoa.
Drud team and still played in the national championship. My issues, guys, are our defensive coordinator.
I kind of wonder
You know,
what that might
Yeah.
be.
we are last year. We were ranked like pass efficiency. Our defense. We were in the top 10 in several categories. Actually, top 5 in several categories. Now we are like 112, 120. Now, how the hell does that happen? When we lost a couple of key players, yes, but we have talent that can fill those roles.
Could I
Now,
could I ask a quick
you,
question though? I mean,
you
again, you're
can.
the only program in the country that only has 2 games in and doesn't have a cupcake that you could have steamrolled over and not let score on
Sure,
too.
sure, sure. And again, I still don't know how good Miami really is. I still don't know how good Texas A&M is, and I'll tell you honestly, I don't think A&M's that good. But when you let them throw the damn football for over 300 yards, uh, they're going to be pretty good. I mean, who would have thought if we'd have been talking after the Miami game and you'd have asked me, well, hey coach, if y'all score 40, how do you think y'all do? My answer would have been we win.
Win the ball game.
And
That's
so,
because your
but
defense didn't give up more than like the championship game points that you gave up. But it was what,
yeah,
28? I think that's the most you gave up all year last year.
all year long, yes.
Right.
And so, but guys, defensively, we're running. Ash came in talking about, well, you know what, we're not going to change anything. It's a Notre Dame defense. I'm just going to come in here and try to enhance. Well, that motherfucker done changed a lot. And the biggest thing he's changed is the secondary has gone to more of a zone concept than they have man. And
Man. Yep.
That's what I wanted to bring up. There it
Yep.
is.
Yep.
and guys, people knew last year that we were going to play man, come hell or high water. We were going to be in man coverage, probably 90% of the time. We ran a zone maybe 10% of the time, but 90% we were going to be in man coverage. But you know what? It didn't matter that they knew because we ran it well.
Exactly.
The other thing on defense is that we're trying to pass rush with only 4. You know, the last few years we were blitzing, 4, 5, 6. We were bringing the heat. You didn't know where it was coming from, but you knew it was coming. And we've been very ineffective. I think in the ball games that we played, the 2 ball games we played, I want to say we have 2 sacks total, and pressures, very few pressures. So we have got to do something, and I don't know, and this is going to come down. This is going to come down to Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
And we're going to see. We've talked about how much better he's gotten as a head coach and how much he's matured. And I know Marcus. I know he's not going to fire Ash, but I'm going to tell you what. One thing, or Ass is what I call him. I know he's not going to
I thought
fire
that's what you
Ash
called
right
him a
now.
minute ago too. I
Yeah,
wasn't
and
positive, but I thought that you might have said ass.
I probably did. I
Yeah.
because that's what I call him, his ass. Because his defense smells like ass. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see if Marcus is going to step into that role of defense coordinator, or is he going to at least be in that room the majority of the time right now? Because it needs attention. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, there's unhappy players on the defensive side of the ball right now. And so we've got some problems. Now, our schedule from here on out, USC, Arkansas could give us a little problem. I've told you early on, Pitt could cause some problems for us. But our schedule is set up to possibly win out like we did a year ago. And does a 10-2 Notre Dame get into the playoffs? I say yes. And I think y'all do too, because it's about the money.
Yeah, Coach Riggs, don't you think a 10-2 Notre Dame gets in?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, look, but also, Coach, you missed one thing, man. You guys have some major injuries right now, man. And that's also what's hurting you guys as well. And I know you don't like to hear me say injuries because you still have
Coaches don't like to hear that shit.
I know, but I'm trying to help him in everything, man.
Coach, but listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Go back and compare it to last year's injuries.
True.
And we ain't got any damn injuries. If you compare it to last year,
well, they had a lot by the time the championship game came around. They were fucking hurt everywhere. Yeah,
we had tons of starters out.
Yeah, we
were playing with third teamers, and so hey, screw that injury thing. It's we got to step up and play. I mean, our offensive line guys, has looked like shit. I mean, we've got some real issues right now. The least of our issues, guys, is CJ Carr. He's the least of our issues. He's playing very well. Now, has he made some freshman mistakes? He's thrown a pick in both games.
Yeah.
But, he threw for almost 300 yards last week. Jeremiah Love played, but you know what? Novel idea, but we gave the damn running backs the football last week, which they ran well.
Yep.
I don't know why the hell we didn't do that in week 1, but I'm not coaching there, so I don't know. But we've got some real issues. And like I said, right now the playoffs are the farthest thing from my mind that I don't, right now, presently, the way I feel, I don't see us. If we don't make some big changes in the O-line and on the defense, the whole defense, we will, we may be, I may be excited because I'll go get to watch them in the fucking Sun Bowl. Because that's
that won't excite you at all. You won't even fucking go. You already know.
I won't even go to that son of a bitch. You're exactly right.
I know you.
You're exactly right.
But Coach, you're right, man. I mean, going from a man-to-man, which is predominantly what Notre Dame has always done, man-to-man. You knew that going to the game, that bump and run, bump coverage and everything, that's what you're going to get. Help over top, you're going to have that all day, every day. Going to a zone, I hate zone because zone, you can find pockets in zone, and you can exploit those all damn day.
Hey, if you have huge pockets.
Well, if you got a good OC that's going to make it work for that, it'll happen all day. Zone is the worst thing, and this is why I feel the way I feel about Auburn this week is that you can't give up 400 yards to bad teams and think that you're gonna play a good team and you're gonna fix the problem. That's it just don't work that way. So
exactly.
Hey, man.
No, I hear you. And you know what, guys, I've heard Irish fans bitching about, well, how come they didn't call that holding call on the last play? I don't know if y'all saw that or not.
That was holding.
he gets tackled to the ground.
That's holding all
And I
day.
mean, he's clearly on a beeline for the quarterback. But you know what? I keep telling them that shit don't matter, boys and girls. Fix the damn defense, and we're not even in that position. You know,
Yeah.
One play coach should not beat you in a
no,
ball game. One bad call from a ref should not beat you. I mean, it shouldn't.
absolutely.
But
No.
sometimes it magnifies as a real big thing. Oh, he missed that. Okay, what about the other damn 40 some odd minutes? They didn't do shit.
Exactly. So no, we just got some things we've got to fix. And I hope Marcus steps up and does something with the defense, because if he doesn't, we're deep shit.
Well, a lot of people
Even
in the
though we
chat
played
here, they're talking about mixing up a lot of zone with. I mean, like Coach Venables runs a lot of zone coverages and stuff like that. We know, but if you look at what's going on, like what do you think's wrong with the defense? If there is anything any more wrong with the one at Alabama, which since the Florida State game they haven't played a team with a pulse, so I don't know what that means, but
right.
but they switched to that zone and it didn't come around until the latter part of last year, and they still lost games because of what they weren't doing offensively. So here's the thing. If you're used to doing the man stuff, and we know that man is what they've been running for since before Marcus took over as head coach. I mean, he was the DC before that. So that was part of it. But they've got the right guys to be able to do that. And you need to have those long speed guys that'll hit you a little bit to be able
and they got them.
And they do have them. And so it makes no sense to me why you would move to that.
They're playing very hesitantly back there. And I'll tell you another thing to think about defensively. There's only one defensive coach on there that's different than from last year.
Yeah.
And that's Ass.
Just Ass. Huh?
Yeah. Coach Ass. I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure I want to use the same word with coach and ass.
Just say CA.
Just say ass.
Oh man, that's too funny. Trojan Fight thinks Notre Dame needs USC to win most of their games till they face Notre Dame. Facing an unranked SC would not help their schedule. No other teams on the remaining schedule is ranked so far, and that's a so far thing too, by the way. But
right.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys.
It still doesn't matter. 10-2 Notre Dame is in.
10-2 Notre Dame is going to get a spot in the fucking playoff no matter what. Because of, again, I said it in there and I'll say it one more time. It's the largest brand in the country, including Alabama, including Texas, including whoever else you want to toss in there. It's the biggest one in the country. That, there's more Catholics that love Notre Dame football than there is any other fan base. And I'm just going to put it to you that way. I get it there's a lot of people that hate them too. I understand that.
Sure.
But I'm going to tell you, man, but that doesn't hurt Notre Dame's cause either.
Hey, Jason, they hate us, but they watch us, don't they?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't hurt the cause for Notre Dame either. So just because a lot of you Sooner fans and a lot of fans around the SEC and the rest of the country can't stand their asses, don't think that doesn't help them get that spot in the playoff if there's any way possible they can make the argument. And 10-2 and close games with two other ranked teams that you expect to be playoff teams, quality losses, quote unquote. Don't tell me that you wouldn't put Notre Dame in when they lost those two games and beat everybody else. But you had Indiana in last year, who only had a win over Michigan that had a record above 500.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I mean, and they play. Yeah. I mean, here's the other thing. We're going to talk about schedule shit. Go to the Big Ten and start looking at some of those Big Ten programs like Penn State and Ohio State and tell me about their great programs that they play outside of the conference and even inside of the conference for that matter.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. And Notre Dame definitely is one of the blue bloods. Their blood is as blue as it gets. It's as blue as the shirt that he's wearing right now. So it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Why? We know you hate Rudy. We know you do, but get it. And
Hey,
listen, guys,
hey,
I understand it.
and you know what? You hating Rudy? I bet fucking it drives Rudy crazy every day knowing you hate him.
I'll bet it does too.
Rudy's got a message for you.
Oh.
Let me send it to you real quick.
I tell you what it really is this one. This is the one that pisses Oklahoma fans off to no end. The play like a champion today sign on the way out of the locker room drives Oklahoma fans fucking nuts. Coaches steal from each other all the time. And it's not like, I mean, it's a tradition or whatever. And I get it that Bud Wilkinson had it first or whatever, but guys, relax. It may even been pre-Bud Wilkinson. Before I get in trouble for saying
He probably took it from somebody else.
I guarantee you he took it from somebody else. I guarantee you he did.
Very few of us as coaches have something really original.
Listen, I mean, if it works to motivate your football team, so be it. I mean, I remember back in high school, every time we go in the locker room, and we'll do it till this day when we walk in. Great to be a Bulldog. You must,
Absolutely.
as you walk in the door, say "Great to be a Bulldog," or else no good.
Yeah.
So, and I would tell you that I would guess that came from somewhere else. I just gotta assume that came from elsewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, and you know what? I get it that it bothers people. I mean, hell,
they're proud of their program, man. They're proud of their program.
That's right. You're proud, and you don't want other people taking your shit. But like you said, in coaching, shit, it's all free game.
Oh yeah,
this is the one that'll get him heated up right here.
No, it's not going to. You know what? I am not. I'm not going to get excited about stuff right now. I'm not pissed off. I'm not. You know, I'm concerned again about our defense. That's my big, and our offensive line. Those two things I'm very concerned about, and just hope we can win week to week. We got to take it one. You know, we're already, guys, for Notre Dame, we're in playoff mode already, just like we were a year ago.
Yeah, listen.
You know, we were in playoff mode in week 3 last year, and we pulled through. But we were playing with guys that were aggressive. We played vicious defense. We were attacking, and we are none of the above at this point.
Yep, fair. That's fair.
So,
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I can't argue with that.
Hey, you know, being in a conference ain't gonna make a difference to Notre Dame.
Listen, it's not, and the years that they'll make I'm telling you, it'll be if they go 10-2, they're getting in, no matter what you say, and you know, SC has started off its season, and I wanted to kind of go into that. SC started off its season with 73-13 over Missouri State. They played Georgia Southern and won 59-20. And then they just kind of squeaked by Purdue, which is one of the worst teams in the Big Ten, or at least they have been one of the worst teams in the Big Ten leading up to this season. So they go off with Michigan State next week or this week, followed by number 9 Illinois, and then number 21 Michigan. So we'll see what SC is about, but I certainly don't know that they earned their ranking necessarily. I think that's a ranking. First of all, I got to say something I want to. I'm going to go ahead and get out here, and Coach Ricks, I'm going to get your opinion on this too. There's a reason why I haven't started our rankings yet, and I won't start our poll until after this week because I don't give a shit what the hell you're ranked in the preseason. I think it's bullshit, and I think that it's been proven. That girl that everybody was bitching about on Twitter that voted for Florida ahead of South Florida after South Florida beat Florida. Yeah. She ain't the only one that don't know shit about college football and what's happening.
Crazy.
She ain't the only one. So the idea that you didn't already have Vanderbilt in there when they blew out Virginia Tech, and then they turn around and blew out. I mean, they had to turn around and blow out number 11 South Carolina, who now all of a sudden isn't ranked anymore. If you thought they were so fucking good, losing like they lost shouldn't have knocked them completely out of the damn playoff, or out of the top 25. I think it's wild. But Coach Riggs, what are your thoughts about polls as well? I know what coaches are.
Polls are for two things, and I can't say them on this podcast.
Yes, you can. We cuss on here.
No, polls and everything for strippers and poll voting. Poll voting.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't like it because you don't really know how good you are because you're playing cupcakes. And we've all seen how you go out there and play teams and you're dominant, and ESPN and everybody start talking good about you, and then you start playing good teams and then you look like shit. So wait, now the difference is this. I'm a stats guy. I love stats, but sometimes stats can be delusional because look at who you playing. But when you can compare them to something that's good or bad, that makes sense. But I don't like polling, man, to like the late October, because then you're almost halfway through the season. You really know what your team is capable of. Injuries are gonna have to come into effect. Who's playing, who's not playing. So when you start buying into this preseason crap, everybody thought Texas was going to be the greatest thing. Now they suck. But well, they always suck. But then you look at teams like Florida, who everybody thought was going to be great in the SEC. They're struggling. It seems like everybody that's struggling was a team that everybody had at the top.
Yeah.
The teams that are doing real good are the ones that at the bottom that people didn't see coming.
It's a brand thing, and that's all it is. I mean, the fact is, a lot of these football teams, Coach, they're not the same fucking team they were a year ago.
No. A lot of
Where
guys
it happens year to year. We see this happen all the fucking time, that the Texases of the world, and we can go ahead and kind of start there. First off, is SC a lot different from the team it was a year ago? I would say that there's some similarities to it, but I would guess that there's some different teams. But the difference is they haven't started off the season playing anybody worth a shit.
Nope.
They haven't, and they still won't in their first game in the Big Ten. Michigan State is god-awful. But I'll tell you what, if they don't win that game, it's not going to look good. And, I mean, I like their little quarterback. I mean, I think he's pretty good. I don't think that's going to matter. But I do know that Lincoln's had a hard time with him when he was at Oregon State. He just got away with that win. Childs is who I'm talking about, the quarterback. So anyway, though, but the bottom line is none of this matters. And this is why I'm really glad, and I know we haven't talked a ton about it, Coach Ricks, and Coach and I may have talked about it a little bit, but I feel like we kind of got to go here. Look,
yeah,
everybody was talking all this stupid shit from the Big Ten about you got to play 9 conference games and not play that cupcake at the blah, 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 blah. Even though they were playing an extra non-con Power 4 every year, every team in the SEC does that. True. So it was the same amount of Power 4 teams that they were playing. But now what they've done is add this new strength of schedule metric to the deal. And what the Big Ten has been doing, which is a bunch of this shit, but while they're scheduling bullshit teams, USC trying to get rid of the Notre Dame game, and Nebraska doesn't want to play anybody with the pulse. Same with Indiana. They got rid of Virginia Tech for what was it? What's that brand new damn program in the FCS? It's it's not McNeese State. We got those 2 tight ends from there. Huh?
No, it's not Sam Houston.
No. We just got those 2 tight ends from there, or one of them anyway from there. Anyway, they're bad. They're bad. They're a FCS brand new program, or there might be a G5. But anyway, they moved. No, it's FCS. They moved to that game instead of playing a team that's really only a Power 5 in name in Virginia, because they're terrible. They're always fucking terrible. You know what I mean? And they've been really terrible lately. But the idea that you would change all these things and get headed that direction, Penn State still doesn't play anybody outside of their conference slate. And then every time they play somebody that's worth a fuck, they get beat. you know, and every time they play somebody that's worth a fuck, they get beat. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this goes on and on and on, and we continue to. I think that it's good that they are going to really hammer on this strength of schedule metric. Now, do I think that it was as big a deal as the SEC acted like it was? No, but it's going to be now. And I think that the Big Ten can thank themselves for fucking themselves over on that whenever it all's said and done with that strength of schedule metric. What do you think, gents?
I'll let Coach get on. It's shit to me, to be honest. I'm just gonna tell you the truth and everything. I don't speak on it, man, because it don't make no sense. And we try to sit here and we try to justify why it does. At the end of the day, how can I make this make sense? If we're going to, if 9 games is what they're saying that we need to do, then there needs to be some type of curriculum to where everybody has to do that, because you can't make one conference do it, or let's say the Big Ten and the SEC does it, and nobody else does it.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, because now one team might get left out because of that one game. Now, are they going to get rewarded for that one game playing a tough team? Is there some type of particular criteria that you're going to use to say, hey,
what they said that they added to it, Coach, was not only are they going to make it more of a it's worth more than like losing to a good team doesn't hurt you as much as it's about the same as if you beat a shitty team, essentially. So they don't give a shit about you losing to a good program or a power program. What they call a quality win is more important, or a quality loss is more important than you beating up on, Sisters of the Poor You. You know what I mean?
Now we're justifying a loss. A loss is a loss.
Well, they were doing that anyway. They were shitting doing that anyway.
A loss is a loss. I mean,
that's
so
how SMU got into the damn thing last year.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
because they didn't have a quality win, not one.
They got beat by Clemson in the ACC championship, and they rewarded them.
They got beat by a 9-3 or a 10-2 BYU team.
Yeah,
at home, by the way. Which, that right there tells me, it's like, what the fuck are we talking about? You didn't beat nobody good. They didn't have to play Miami. They played Clemson just in the championship game only, and then it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look. Any way you look at it.
Whenever we have human elements involved in this, it's going to be a bunch of effing up to doing.
Sure.
Hate to say that. And I wasn't a real big fan of the computer, but it was more accurate than what it is right now.
I think you can do a little bit of both, right? You could use the BCS computers and have some brain involved in it, some normal brain involved in it that says, okay, we're looking at these two teams. I know the computer may favor this over this, but I can tell you, we know that that's not the case. And the computer can sometimes have somebody that beats somebody else not ranked higher. And they will never allow that to happen and should not allow that to happen. Results on the field have to fucking matter. Do they not?
Sure.
So
the thing the computer can do is take out a lot of biases.
Correct.
And that's why, to your point, Jason, that's why you bring them together. You mesh those together. And then I think you get a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, just fucking ask AI.
You know what? And as much as we want to, as much as that's a joke and everything right now. But the truth
I hear you.
To be quite honest with you, the AI is flying fighter fucking planes at this point.
I'm telling you,
fly them anyway. So, and it's gotten to a point now where, like, I don't understand why you're not using AI to officiate in certain instances on what's a catch, what's not a catch, whatever the fuck. I mean, there should be balls and strikes in baseball. I don't know why an umpire would ever call them, because they can have a computer that would know exactly whether it was or wasn't. But I just would say that, in the end, I don't know, man. They're going to have to figure it out. But in the end, I think that they messed up in the Big Ten. thinking that I'm not so sure I believe it's going to matter. It's still a little believe it when I see it. They added another metric to it though. So I mean, and here's the deal: you can bet your ass. Here's what you need to understand: ESPN fucking runs the damn playoff. They own the playoff. They have the playoff, and they own the SEC as well. Now you can say bias all you want to. I'm just going to tell you, if they're saying that strength of schedule has to be a bigger thing, and they basically are the ones that put the format together, you realize that the SEC didn't say, okay, we'll do the 9th game until they said it will help you. Because that meant that loss, that there's going to be 9 losses or 8 losses at the end of the year for having that 8 more losses at the end of the year for having that 9th game. They were not going to have it. They were not going to have it. And so until that wasn't a problem anymore, the SEC was not going to go to 9 conference games. And so if you don't believe, you don't have to believe it. I think that's proof positive. End of story. I mean, and I'm not even telling you that I think that's necessarily a good thing because Oklahoma's in the SEC. I'm telling you that that's the case. So the computers love us. No, they won't. Yeah, okay. We'll see, buddy. What up? What up? Hey, shout out to Shoddy and Coach I, man. They had a great show they just did a little earlier, Coach, where I don't know where you guys are getting fucking where you're getting the all 22 film, but I enjoyed the breakdown of the game with the Tennessee game and what you guys were seeing that was good, what you were seeing that wasn't good. That's probably the best Respect the Hedges show I've seen. It was unreal. And it's always good, but I thought that was fantastic, Shoddy. Good job.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. They did a great job. Really cool. All right, Big Ten metrics are good. No, they're not, Penn State. You're just saying that because you're a fucking Big Ten homer. You know better. I know better. You can try that shit with everybody else, but it ain't gonna work with me. So, yeah, you back there, Coach Ricks?
Yeah, man, my daughter locked us up out of her car, so I had to go give her the key.
Oh, okay. Our stats are inflated, but we are a top 3 team in the country. Yeah, whatever, dude. Just because you made it so far last year in that deal. Yeah. My homeless shelter, but yeah. What?
Dude, that was funny. That was funny as hell when you said that, man.
The Auburn secondary. Oh yeah. So dude. Auburn fans are.
Dude,
you're taking a different tack this week.
And they full of shit.
They are full of shit. I got to tell you. Last year it was weird. It was almost like they knew that they weren't very good, so they didn't say a whole lot. You know, they were just like, "Oh, we're just kind of hoping." Well, then, I mean, they all but beat Oklahoma until the last 2 minutes of the football game, and where they was close, and then the pick 6 beat them, and it looked like it was over. But they're chirping an awful lot, and they're doing a lot of this. What's the show I saw today? I forget what it's called. Let me find out. Let me figure. It's Brad and some so-and-so.
I saw that piece of.
Yeah, I mean, it was really stupid. It was just weird. The Village Vice is what it's called, but it's Zach Blackerberry and Brad Law. And he was talking about like that Oklahoma fans are acting like haven't lost a game since 2009 and blah, 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 blah. And it just, I mean, it's way over the top here. I don't even know why we play the game at all this weekend. There's no way we're going to win. And I think Oklahoma fans are definitely, I mean, I can tell you that I'm pretty confident in Oklahoma's ability to win at home this weekend over a Jackson Arnold-led football team. I'm sorry, but it's a fact. I just don't buy that he's that good. In fact, he hasn't showed us that he's that good. He can run, but I don't think you're going to run on this football team. We haven't seen anybody else do it in 2 years, as far as quarterbacks especially.
Look,
now,
man,
go ahead.
Michigan, and Coach, you know this because you guys play Michigan a lot more than we do. Michigan is built to run the football. 12 personnel, big boy football. They are built to run the football. When you stop them from running the football, This is the stat that I had on my show a few days ago that shocked me. Auburn ran the ball 49 times against South Alabama. But South Alabama ran the ball 10 times less than them and was only 10 yards short of what Auburn had. They won the time of possession. They had more first downs. The third down efficiency was higher than Auburn. And this is against a bad team. So what the hell makes you think against a damn good team that those stats are going to hold true? And you got fans that are not OU fans that are picking Oklahoma to beat the brakes off of Auburn because of what they've seen.
Yeah.
Baylor threw for 400 yards. South Alabama threw for 250-something yards. Man, look, coach, I don't know what you. Hey, man, look, if I'm a coach and I see shit like that, I got to call it what it is. I got to call us out and let us know we suck at certain areas. We got to get better. Because if we don't, good teams, they always say good teams will embarrass you, bad teams will hang around. That is so damn true.
Very true.
Yeah, and I'm not guaranteeing anything because I know how things go. Shit happens sometimes. You know what I mean? And one thing we do know about Hugh Freeze, well, two things we know about Hugh Freeze. He's not as godly as he acts like he is. And number two, he is a pretty good, he can come up with a game plan and he's pretty good with quarterbacks. I'll tell you this much. If you think you're going to beat Oklahoma with just running the football with your quarterback, the way you beat Baylor and the way that you ended up, basically winning all your 3 games so far, when in 2 of those games you played nobodies. So if you think you're going to just run the ball with your quarterback, Jackson Arnold being that quarterback, I don't think so. He's going to have to throw the football and have success throwing the football, or they're liable to get blown away, in my opinion.
It's going to get ugly quick.
Yeah, and that's Jen Jay, she's a Michigan fan, liable to drop a 50 burger on him. And Mateer, that's the other thing. If there's a question between who's the better quarterback, and I think in the college football level, and Coach, I'll throw this to you, you coaches. We know that a quarterback, especially a dual threat type quarterback, is a big difference maker in in college football, especially if you equal out a lot of different things. And let's say I would tell you that Auburn, at least on paper, has the better receiver room, right? I think that Oklahoma has a better tight end, and I think that our receivers are pretty comparable. But if you really want, Cam Coleman and Kevin Singleton are bad dudes, and they've got 2 other guys that are really good also. But they haven't really been able to use them very much yet. But if you start talking about, if we're going to say that both of these guys are dual threat quarterbacks, I don't think it's a question who's better between Mateer and Jackson Arnold. You're from the outside looking in. Tell me what you think. You watched OU the first couple of weeks, Coach.
What's that?
What do you think between what you've seen out of these 2 quarterbacks in the first few weeks? Who's better, Mateer or Jackson Arnold?
I don't think there's any doubt. That's not to me. That's not even a question.
Right.
Mateer is heads above Arnold.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Arnold's got something to prove to the Sooners.
And you know what? These are the reasons that I don't really make huge predictions and shit like that of guarantee this, guarantee that. I'll tell you, I believe Oklahoma should win, just like I said the same thing about Michigan in the Michigan game, and particularly at home. There's no reason why you shouldn't win at home. The fans should be there loud and loud. I'd tell you that we're going to talk a little bit about the Jackson Arnold. Should they boo him? Should they not? Shit on the morning show tomorrow. I don't really give a fuck if they do or they don't. You better be loud, whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to be loud. So that's important. But aside from that, and Coach Riggs, jump in anytime you want. I just think that it's weird. It's a weird way to go about it. Is they're in there saying stuff like, "Oh, I don't even know why I come play at all. We're just no chance for us to win. No chance." It's such a little brother weird way that they're going about it. Don't you think, Coach Riggs?
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the stats, man. Me and Bishop, man, we went back over this, and I was trying to tell people and everything, man, is that you can't come into this ball game thinking that you're just going to run the ball 50 and 60 times. It but then, coach, you can back me up on this. You got to start taking into consideration the hits on your quarterback. If you're going to let him go in there and run the ball 40 and 50 times, he might not make it through the ball game. Because
against y'all's defense, coach, you better not ever run a quarterback a lot against you guys.
And see, he was saying on some podcast or some other thing that he knows the defense. No, you know Zach Alley's defense. You don't know Brent Venable's defense. And Brent knows your weaknesses, and he's going to exploit those weaknesses.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, man, is that you have two of the best wide receivers, not just in the SEC, in the nation. And they are nowhere near the top 40 any receiver throw the ball. Mm-hmm. You run the ball. So it is David Stone and Jaden Jackson is going to plug that middle up. You're not running zone reads up in the middle. You're not going to do that. And zone read is what they love to do. So pick your poison. If they get down, it's going to get ugly. If they get down, because once you get down, you got to start. But the key factor. Does Hugh Freeze trust Jackson Arnold to open the playbook up? I don't think he trusts him to open that playbook up.
Coach, you better fucking trust him. He's his quarterback.
You seen that video of him freezing up in practice and not throwing the ball where he's supposed to throw?
Yeah.
You cannot get down 14-0 to Oklahoma. It's a wrap. And people keep saying, well, y'all, this is not Lincoln Riley's defense where you get up 21 points and then you just lose the ball game. These guys have a point to prove, because I said it before. It seems like everybody is giving Jackson Arnold a free ride, and the 6 and 7 was Oklahoma's fault, not Jackson Arnold's fault. Well, you contributed to it 12 turnovers last year.
Yeah, he had 12 fumbles and three interceptions. But he didn't. All the fumbles weren't recovered by the other team. But 12 fumbles in 13 games that he played for Oklahoma.
I don't wish no bad ill will on the young man. I really don't, man. I'm just saying he knows what that defense is capable of doing. He knows.
Yeah, and Penn State's saying Jackson knows OU's weaknesses. Maybe, but he couldn't find them.
Okay.
He couldn't find them. And I think what we heard up here just a few minutes ago, that was who was it that said that? Oh yeah, Garrett. That he unintentionally broke him, throwing the kitchen sink at him like that every day and hoping it would make him better and improve the defense. They picked him on. It made him not want to throw the football. It made him not want to throw the football. And look, I think that Jackson can be a better quarterback. I think that but it's clear that with that receiving core that they have, the fact that he's running for a lot of yards and still, he had 120 passing yards last week. 120
against South Alabama.
South Alabama, yeah. I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't know who this damn Penn State is, but he damn sure don't know football. He don't know football.
He doesn't. He's a knucklehead.
He don't know football.
He don't know shit. What's he saying now?
You back up on him.
He literally was there last year. He knows him. Yeah, he knows he gets his ass kicked by him. Bro.
He don't have no red jersey on this time. They're going to light his ass up. You're not wearing a red jersey.
Yeah. He wasn't good against them, and he was always getting hit. And he wasn't even getting hit. What's up there, Coach?
Thank you, Trojan Fight. Auburn.
Hey, man, I was just telling these guys that is the best Respect the Hedges show I've ever watched for you guys, man. It was amazing. I love the breakdown. I don't know where you guys are getting your all 22 film. You got to let me know. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that tremendously, man. Good shot. It was awesome. All right. This is hilarious. He's going to get busy on that defense.
I try to tell you, man. He's talking, man. Look, whatever you smoking, I want some. Whatever you smoking, I want some.
Oh man, it's too much funny. What up there? Hey Crow, thank you for the super chat, sir. Appreciate you very much. Um, yeah, listen, we're gonna talk more about that tomorrow on Rise and Shine, on whether or not you should be booing him or not booing him or whatever the hell. I think in the SEC, all is fair. And from what I can tell anyway, everybody talks mad shit to everybody else. And that, I mean, just somebody asked on Twitter earlier, and this is funny that he asked because he's the biggest troll in the world, but asked if there was a more delusional fan base than Auburn's in the SEC, and I was like, oh, easy. And I'll be honest with you, OU's has got one of the more delusional fan bases in the SEC. So, but I don't think that they don't compare to Tennessee, and certainly not Mizzou or Texas, for that matter. So, I'll just say that. I think it is what it is. But great show. Yes, it was a great show. Coach I, what's your quick thoughts on Auburn OU? Who's picking? Yeah, listen, let's just pick it. What do you think, Coach? Who do you think's going to win? What do you think? Do you think they'll win by multiple scores? Whatever, whoever you think's going to win.
OU by at least 2 touchdowns.
Okay, Coach Ricks.
Oklahoma 38-17.
Yeah, I've got 35-3. I've been
Look,
saying 35. So
have you guys been noticing how Singleton has been throwing his helmet down on the sideline because he's not getting the ball that much?
Yeah, that's it. Does it remind you of Deion Burks or some of those guys from last year that because he wouldn't throw the fucking ball down the field?
You're not going to have time to hesitate. And like I said, he's going to have to get rid of the ball quick. Get rid of the ball real quick. That's going to be the only success. But somebody broke it down today on their podcast is that I think it was Josh Payton and everything. He was saying that all Jackson Arnold's passes are 10 yards or 5 to 10 yards down the field. There aren't no 30 and 40-yard passes down the field. So he said that's not going to beat Oklahoma 5 and 10 yards down the field. But what do I know? I just coach and I just look at X's and O's and just see shit for what it really is. Yeah, I just don't see anything, man, that fears me about Auburn. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about them, but here's what I want to see, and here's what I expect. And I got to tell you that last week gave me a good feeling about this because you didn't see Oklahoma go into Philadelphia and play that bad Temple team.
Shit, no, they went
and act like they did not play with their food. They whipped their ass from the start to the end. In the story, a lot of teams go in there and fuck around like Auburn did against South Alabama last weekend, and it's a little closer than it should be. Or Texas against UTEP, winning 27-10. Because Arch can't find his ass with both hands, which is wild to me, by the way. The dude has been in the that's the next thing. Coach, what do you think about that? Did you watch any of that game?
Absolutely. My son's a Texas fan.
Yeah, is he losing his fucking mind right now?
And it's unfortunate that we're fucking 0-2 because I've been I've given him as much shit as I can, but I gotta dodge the bullets coming back too. So I haven't been able to dish out as much shit as I could.
I'll come over. I'll come over and handle it for you.
Damn.
But anyway, so here's Arch Manning. He's 13th in the SEC in quarterback passing rank. 13th, okay. He's 12th in long passing plays, and he's last in the SEC in completion percentage.
Yep.
He's 13th in quarterback rating and 14th in interceptions thrown. Guys, wait a minute. Was he a Heisman candidate? No.
Not a candidate, not the favorite.
He was the leading candidate.
The trophy was already at his house.
They're winning the Natty. They're winning the Natty, going undefeated in the SEC, and he's going to win the Heisman and go to the NFL draft in one season.
Texas, I don't have a lot of room to talk because we're 0-2, but you motherfuckers are horrible too.
Horrible. And here's the other thing. Like, I've had a hard time with all this narrative about we have a championship defense and a terrible offense. Okay. First of all, who the fuck has tested their defense? And mind you, I mean, what was that a true test last week against UTEP or the week before that against San Jose State? Because I know better. And then even the Ohio State game, who had a brand new quarterback like you do, brand new offensive line, 2 new running backs. They had most of their same receiver, or at least 2 of their same receivers back, but they also have a brand new offensive coordinator in his first ever game calling plays. And you guys couldn't move the ball. So I don't think that Ohio State even really, they had no intentions of putting the ball in harm's way with their brand new quarterback when they knew that Texas did not pose much of a threat.
Didn't have to.
So what the fuck are we talking about that you've got this championship defense when the only teams that you played that were good offenses last year were in the playoff? I mean, Georgia, they were kind of good. They do what they do well. But you couldn't beat them, and then you get into the playoff and you're giving up 400-plus yards to Clemson, 500-plus yards to Arizona State. You fairly kept it manageable in the Ohio State game, but you didn't score 21 points either. So it didn't really help that, you gave up 21 on defense and then, had another turnover that turned into another touchdown. I don't buy this shit that Texas has this great defense either. We know that Colin Simmons got covered up in that Ohio State game by a brand new left tackle that hadn't played. He bitch slapped Colin Simmons' ass. He's been on a damn milk carton since. Now, I would tell you that I like Michael Taff a lot, and I would tell you that I think that what's his name, the linebacker, Ant Hill, is very, very good. And, I like some of their players, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I think that they have one of the best defenses in the country because I don't know that they do. We know that they don't have a great offense. 3 high safety, you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pick your poison. Texas.
Yeah, 3 high safeties, it makes Arch's head spin. I don't know what to say.
Well, he's not making the throws, and he's not really getting pressured.
Guys,
so now what happens when he starts to get pressured?
Yeah,
that's when the turnovers start. He's not throwing the ball completely. He's not completing passes to wide open receivers, Coach. He's throwing the ball in the damn dirt, in the ground.
I mean, all that hype, and
I've never seen that in my life. A 5-star come in here and then, can't make a throw 5-10 yards down the field. That's mechanics. That's muscle memory. Supposed to be.
Yeah.
You've been doing that shit all your life.
Guys, just because your name's Manning doesn't mean that you're a great quarterback.
Coach, well, let me ask you guys this. Coach, I know what you're about to say, but I'm going to ask it anyway. This idea that Sark is such a fucking great offensive guy and just a brilliant dude, that he develops all these guys. Wait a minute. Quinn just went in the 7th fucking round, and this guy is in his 3rd year in your system and doesn't know it better than that? He's not finding the open guys and being able to anticipate who the open guy is going to be when he looks at the defense in year 3? Is Sark as good as we think, as everybody says he is?
No.
I've never thought that. I still don't think it.
Thank you. I think there's a reason that Mars and Duke Silversooner come in here and say every fucking time we start talking about Texas, they miss their fucking window. They had 2 prime chances to win the Natty the last 2 years, and they gagged them both away.
Yep.
That's crazy. Well, they're gonna find out here soon now.
Oh, I'm so excited for the Red River this year. I don't know.
That game, Jason, gonna be ugly. I'm sorry. I don't care. I mean, they always say throw the record books out the window. From what you've seen, from what you both have seen so far, it's night and day. Let's just be honest. It's night and day.
They don't
It'll
look
be
as-
an ass whooping.
Yeah,
It'll be an ass whooping.
I think Oklahoma. There's a if they're still playing like they are right now, which I mean, I don't know how much better they're going to get with another tune-up game and then going to the swamp. I mean, maybe this one thing that Florida does do well
Play good at home.
They play good at home, but they've got a good defense. I mean, they just shut down BK's defense or offense that is supposed to be all world. They're in LSU, in Baton Rouge, which I mean, that was another one of the things we were going to talk about. But I mean, I don't see you getting healthy against them and looking real and feeling real good about yourself. And Oklahoma's going to come in ready to kill your ass after the last couple of years of what's gone on. You know, they won the game in between 49-0 and then 34-3, but OU owes you some, no doubt. And they're coming in pissed off about what happened in the last couple of years.
What was that Trojan fight that they think that he's injured and Sark's just not telling people?
Which I don't understand that though, but I think that a lot of people are talking like that, but I don't understand why you would do that.
I do. I have heard it that he is injured.
Well, the picture said that he was. That picture of him going as he's throwing. I mean, it looks hurt.
Then you pull him in.
Well, I think he cracked his vaginal area.
Oh, that wasn't expected. I don't know why I didn't see that coming, but I sure didn't see that one coming. I don't know why I didn't see that one coming, but I should have. I know you well enough to know.
He got the tampon ready. You're crazy, Coach. You crazy.
I heard once that occurred, he bled quite a bit too.
You can tell Coach is back.
This is why we love him. Believe me, this is why we love him. Arch Manning can't throw. Well, I saw him miss a 5-yard throw by 5 yards.
Dude, yes.
I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. It's something ain't right. But I would tell you this. If you're going to, you got to, I don't take pictures of you when you're using the bathroom, so I don't know what faces you make. That was the weirdest fucking answer ever after that game 2 weeks ago when they were asking him about that picture. And it's like, so are you saying he was taking a shit while he was throwing the ball? Is that what you're getting at? Or otherwise, what are you talking about, Sark? That was weird. Just weird. But you can tell Sark is devoid of answers. He's devoid of answers. And here's the deal. Here's my question. I keep hearing, and I heard Gabe talking about it the other day on the Oklahoma Breakdown. I've heard other people say it, but I don't agree with this. Why would you not pull him out? I mean,
if he's hurt.
I've watched Mac Brown pull Chris Sims out for Major Applewhite multiple times. Multiple times.
Because he's dug a hole and it's too deep to get out of, and he's not going to do it.
You got to ride it out.
Yeah.
Because if you pull him, he's gone.
So may be the funding from his brothers.
But the thing is that maybe that is because the Texas talks they brag all the time about how Arch and Quinn don't take NIL money from the collective. They just get their own from, sponsorships or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, Texas doesn't fucking need anybody's money. if it's a money thing for them, then what the fuck's going on in Austin?
Yeah, I don't think it's just a money thing. I think it's the money thing involved with that relationship with Sark's relationship with those guys.
Yeah.
I think there's more to it than just money.
Well, yeah,
But
I mean,
at the end of the day, you know, my son, you know, like I said, he's a Longhorn fan. He asked me the other day. He said, "Dad, who would you rather have quarterback in your team, C.J. Carr or you know our quarterback here at Texas?" And I said,
bro, that's not even a question.
and that's what I told him. I said, you know, our CJ's not great, but
He hasn't been bad though. He hasn't been bad.
but no, he hadn't been horrible. I mean, he's a freshman. He playing like a freshman,
Yeah.
but he'll be a good one.
But coach, he can complete a pass.
Yes.
He can hit a wide open guy.
But Arch
10
couldn't last
times
year,
out
though.
of
That's
10.
the one thing is last year he was hitting some of these throws. So there's something
Yeah.
not going right there.
Something's
And I
wrong.
think Ganja, you may be right here. If he pulls in that says you can't develop a 5-star, look at Quinn. He was very underwhelming as a 5. I don't know. Quinn Ewers won a lot of football games. Now he may not have earned himself, a high draft number or whatever. But I think Quinn, they weren't good before he got there. So I don't know what we're talking about. I mean, I don't think that Quinn was the best thing since sliced bread either. But I don't know. Maybe you're right, though. Maybe you're right.
It just lets you know how much they needed Quinn last year.
Oh,
Arch
but
couldn't have got it
think
done.
but
He was
but
hurt all
think
last
about
year, too. That was part
but
of it.
think about how people were bitching last year. Take yours out, you know. That gummit, you know. Come on, man. Right now, it's
They
very
wanted him
evident.
out. They wanted Arch in at all times. I mean, that just goes to I take up for Sark when it comes to that is that he knew fucking A good and well that Arch wasn't ready for what was coming in the playoff. He knew.
Yeah.
Because look at how he played whenever the time that he got in against Georgia. He didn't look worth the shit against Georgia.
No.
So I don't know.
But
man.
also too, guys, when coaching, when you have a guy come in off the bench and he does a few good things,
It's a whole different.
the fans start thinking, "Oh, why didn't you have him in the whole time?"
Yeah.
Some guys play
They don't
great
see
under
practice.
the light.
They don't
Thank you.
watch practice. Yeah.
Some guys play good in practice and can't play worth shit in the ball game. Some guys can't play shit in the ball game and do great in practice. So you got to take it for what it's worth.
And it's a lot easier, guys, to come in as a
Yes.
backup with
Thank
no
you.
expectations.
Exactly.
You know,
No
hell,
film on you. No film on you.
no defense. Yeah, defense hadn't been able to scout you. I mean, it's just easy. But once you become the man, the whole story changes.
That pressure starts to get to you as well. You expected to do these things. They count on you to do these things. All eyes are on you. Everybody depends on you to do this. And that pressure sometimes brings out the character in that person. Some people might not, they might not can play like that, coach. Some people can just
Here's
some
something
have it, some
I'm
don't.
going to say this in favor of what Sark. The last thing I saw that he was talking about, and it was I just read the quote on Twitter, so I didn't listen to it. But they said that he was talking about it was to basically paraphrasing. He said Arch has had a hell of a life, pretty good life, rich parents, around NFL royalty all the time, not really a tough life. Maybe this is a good thing for him to have to go through some adversity and see how he can handle it. But that also says, which I 100% agree with that sentiment, but it also says that clearly there's a fucking problem that he's not able to get through at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Well,
they better fix it quick.
Yeah.
Better fix it quick.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll tell you this much, as bad as the schedule looked coming into the season, You know, Vanderbilt ain't no fucking joke, and we just watched what Texas A&M can do when their quarterback is on. And Marcel was on the other night. He's got speed. He's got speed. He could throw it. That they've got receivers that are legit. Bussey's a bad dude. And you know, and I like that big tight end looking, or he's more of a tight end than a receiver, but I think he plays receiver. The guy that caught the winner.
Yeah.
He's a stud too. But I mean, they're legit at that position. And so I don't know that I love their defense at all. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're going to have to go out there and outscore them, you're going to have a hard time doing that.
They better watch out for Mississippi State.
There's another one. And I mean, because, you know, our Miles is there with Levy, and they're going to fucking put points on the board.
Hey.
You know, guys, I feel a lot better at 0-2 with our chances at the end of the season than I do for Texas right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, coach.
Because your defense can figure it out. You got a defensive head coach that knows what the fuck he's doing, and you got the talent in the room, right?
Yeah. So I feel better right now than and I'd keep telling my son, hey, you know, we're 0-2, but we still have a better shot at playing at the end of the season more games than you can. And I believe that.
But coach, also you can play as we want to call rent free now. The expectation is all you gotta do is win. That's it.
Every week, always the expectation. That's always the expectation. Just win the fucking game.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about trying to go undefeated. We're not trying to try the best. Just win every single week.
Yeah.
Be better this week than be better every week, and that's all you got to do.
Every week, just a little bit better.
Texas can't say that because they don't know what's wrong with the quarterback. They don't know what needs to be fixed.
Well, and if they literally really feel like they can't take him out of the fucking game, how bad can it get? I mean, it could get bad if they're literally not gonna pull him out for the other guys in the room. First off, that would make me wonder, why the fuck would I stay here?
They're scared too, Jason. They're scared too.
I'm coming in next year. If Diabell, they're going to be screaming for Diabell, and they're not going to put him in because of this guy. Ooh, I don't know, man.
They're scared if they pull him, he's gone.
So what? Let him go. Get the fuck out is what I'd say.
But that name, I'm just trying to tell you.
The door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Coach, have you noticed every time Arch plays, what commercials are showing? Either a Peyton commercial,
Warby Parker,
or some Manning commercial is playing whenever he plays. This is a business transaction that's taking place, guys. This is a business transaction taking place. This is all it is. They're not going to pull him. So they're going to ride or die with him. Just the way it goes.
Man, that tells me, though, if that's the case, if that is really, really the case, then to me, I think that tells you all you need to know about who Sark really is. Because if I'm Sark, and if it was Nick Saban would not give two fucks about the Manning family.
Yeah, he pulled Jalen. He pulled Jalen Hurts ass.
He wouldn't give two fucks about the Manning family.
Well, that's Nick Saban's.
Do you think Kirby would? Do you think I'm serious? Do you think Kirby would? I don't even think Dabo would care.
You might got a point there. You might got a point.
Speaking of Dabo, he had a great weekend.
Oh.
Had to see this coming, bro. After the LSU loss, you had to see this coming because of the way Georgia Tech is. That is on the list of things to talk about.
Hey, hold on. Y'all don't know the newest thing right here on the East Coast. They want Tom Allen as gone.
Hey,
they want Tom Allen as gone.
Already.
Hey, already. Let's take a step back. You know, we got UCLA already fired Deshaun Foster, and we got Virginia Tech already fired Brent Pry.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Coach, if you lose to UNM in the Rose Bowl 35-10, I'm surprised they didn't fire him out of a fucking cannon.
But I agree with you. But at the end of the day, guys, we're 3 games into the season, and 2 guys have been fired. 2.
Yeah, remember they were talking about, well, we don't want to pay these buyouts. They're not firing coaches as much because of these buyouts.
Shit,
I would tell you that Billy, why didn't they fire Billy over the weekend? I can't believe Billy Napier has a job after this weekend.
Yes.
DJ Lagway hasn't been healthy the entire offseason. He fucking practiced for 1 week of fall camp, and he had 2 weeks of game prep. And that's it. And all of a sudden, oh, well, yeah, he's not as good. Well, fuck, he only had 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions a year ago. Why? It was smoke and mirrors down in Gainesville, too. They have a good defense, don't get me wrong, but he's not planning to pull this guy out either. Arch Manning ain't getting out, neither is DJ Lagway. If I'm DJ Lagway, if they lose this game to Miami next week,
I'm shutting it down.
I'm out.
I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down.
I'm going to get my red shirt year and get healthy because he hasn't been healthy. It's wild, man.
There's some saying, man, that if he loses this game, he's gone.
I'm surprised he's still there now. But, Coach, go on with it. They've been firing people all weekend. Brent Pry, what did you think of him? The Virginia coach. Virginia Tech has been getting the shit kicked out of them too, man. I don't blame them.
But you don't expect shit.
They lost to Old Dominion. Kind of like losing to, like losing to UNM. Geez.
Yeah. It's probably not as good. It's probably not as bad as losing to UNM even. Or it's probably worse than losing to UNM.
Worse. Yeah.
No, I don't know if it is worse. UNM.
It's pretty close.
I like that coach. But
well, the other thing to this, guys, y'all know those players can jump into the portal.
Yeah.
Don't they have like a 30-day window?
USC last year. They've got that. Well, that's true. But they're going to do that anyway. And look, if you're Florida, the only thing you're trying to do is, if it's me, I'm trying to find a coach that Lagway will stay for. Because there's no way he can believe in Billy anymore.
I think he would stay for Coach Ash.
If he got to play against him every week.
Two players from Virginia Tech jumped in the portal, and they're going to North Fork State. All right. That's what Michael Vick said. So that's why that name came up. It wasn't – Michael Vick already said he don't want the job. He said he's not ready to take the job. He's not ready
for that job. This is his first coaching job.
He said he wants to try to build where he's at and then go. But players are starting to leave Virginia Tech. That's why that coach got fired.
Nico
to Texas next week. I hadn't really thought about that, Hankster.
Hey, you know what? The coach is gone now, so he can jump in the portal. Now, hold on. If Nico goes there, then he definitely gone. Arch definitely gone.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. They're not going to go get Nico. That doesn't fit what he's trying to do.
Well, hold on. You think Nico might go back to Tennessee?
I don't. I do not. I do not.
Nico,
that's like asking, is Lane Kiffin going to take the job at Tennessee if they lose height?
Well, Nico boys is in some deep shit.
His dad did not
screwed. Yes, his dad screwed him out of that one. Yeah. Now John Gruden, that name keeps popping up. Yes, Jimmy, that name keeps popping up.
It does.
But I think he wants to coach in the SEC, though. I think
that's Florida.
Oh, I didn't see that. I thought you were talking about Virginia Tech. Yeah. Well, Florida would be a good spot for him. Close to Tampa Bay.
It's a big splash enough for a program like Florida. It's enough of a splash hire. I don't know that it would work, but I don't know that it wouldn't either. Gruden's a good coach.
Man, we are 3 weeks in, and a bunch of drama has already taken place all over the national football.
It ain't over yet. I mean, hell, I heard some crazy ass freaking fans at Notre Dame talking about getting rid of Marcus. I'm like, are you fucking insane?
2 games removed from a national championship. Come on, man, get the
The
hell up
national
out of here.
championship game, 2
What
games
the
out of it.
hell? Something that Brian Kelly couldn't do.
Right. Well, he played
And
for
Yeah,
him.
he
He
still
did.
can't.
He
not
still
in Notre
can't.
Dame, he didn't.
So that's my next one. LSU. Look,
Oh shit,
you get 5 interceptions off that guy and only put 20 on the board. Then you implode over what gets asked of you in that damn press conference, and then turn around and have to apologize yesterday. By the way, that was
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
That's
yeah. I saw him
crazy.
sucking ass
What a
yesterday.
pussy, man! Yeah, I can guarantee you, Coach wouldn't have came back
Yeah,
and
I ain't
apologized, not
apologizing for
publicly.
shit.
Even if I was wrong, I wouldn't have apologized.
No way. No, you'd have called him and apologized,
Yeah,
but you wouldn't have
I'd
done
have
it on.
called him personally. I
Sure.
wouldn't have done it
It's never
on.
public. It's never public. You call him like a coach behind closed doors, and you do that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have. My apology would have been, brother. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. But you shouldn't ask such a stupid fucking question.
I mean, I don't know that I think it was a fair question, by the
No,
way.
I'm
I think
teasing.
it was a fair question, but I knowing how you are, I know that's what you would have fucking said. I know you would have said that, and and I don't even have a problem with that. I would rather. I don't want to hear you say you're sorry for it because I know better. He's not fucking sorry. Number one, he ain't sorry about it. He don't give a fuck. But what he should be sorry about is why they're putting out such a bad product with all the money they spent.
Jason, I don't give a shit.
There you go.
Hey, you know who do? You know who do? There's a Tiger. It's called Tiger Express in Greenville, South Carolina. It came out with an article. Maybe it wasn't Wes Goodwin.
Wow.
I love that one.
Well, you
Maybe
know,
it wasn't.
here's the thing.
Maybe it wasn't Wes Goodwin.
I like it that Dabo's excuses are fucking running out now.
Dude, hey, who you telling?
They keep blaming DJU for all the ills that were going on whenever he was there. And then it was the offensive coordinator, and they were saying the same thing about Cade Klubnik, and now they're starting to say it about Klubnik again. What, it's him and Little Riley Garrett? Come on, fellas. At what point do you got to look inward if you're Dabo Swinney, and you're not? It's like we talked about with Gundy. You don't want to look at yourself as being a part of the problem here, but your unwillingness to evolve here certainly has some issues. I mean, just saying.
Well, when you come out and say, well, if Clemson don't want me here, I can go coach somewhere else, I will be coaching. That lets me know you don't give a damn, to be honest.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I knew that whenever he literally looked into the camera last year and fucking told that guy that asked him about what are we paying you for, and he said, you're the reason, you're the problem with what's going on here. The kid ain't got nothing to do with anything other than probably paying into their fucking salary thing or whatever. And you're blaming the fans, just like Gundy and the whole,
So how long are they going to keep holding on to Gundy, man?
Well, this weekend they play Tulsa. I would tell you if Tulsa beats their ass, they're fucked.
He gone.
He be gone.
And they could beat him.
Absolutely.
Is it that bad, man? Is it that
It's
bad down there?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. It's horrible. Bad. They are god awful.
Has anybody checked on Cody Light?
I'm telling you, people yeah, I've talked to Cody Light. If you look at that Oregon team, I'm not telling you that Oregon's not good, but don't make the mistake of thinking that just because it was Oregon, that should never think about this. Okie Light has prided itself on that more with less bullshit for 20 fucking years. They never hardly beat Oklahoma, but they were beating Texas all the fucking time. They won like 12 out of 15 against them. They were able to beat everybody else in the conference. They just didn't beat big-time schools outside of the conference. But they weren't never getting blown out like that. 69 threes,
That's embarrassing.
the worst loss they've had since Oklahoma became a state.
Yep.
It's not okay.
That's embarrassing.
Now, am I guaranteeing a Tulsa win? No. But they could win. They're fucking bad. And that quarterback of theirs, Zane Flores, no good. No good.
I thought that Gundy was the quarterback whisper part 2.
Fuck, he don't ever go to fucking practice.
Gundy may go after Nico.
Hey, well.
That might be the stupidest. If they let him do that, I mean, I don't know that it would be a bad idea for Okie Light. It can't get worse. But
that's what I'm saying.
It can't get worse for them. But he'd be stupid to take that. Whoever took over for Deshaun has got to be better. He's got to be better. I don't care who it was. That guy didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Who are they going to get? Who are they going to get to go there? Nobody wants that job.
At UCLA?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to want that job.
Shit.
Somebody's going to want it. They'll make whoever it is, whoever takes the job is going to make them guaranteed that they're going to do this and that with NIL and everything else. And they're getting money. They're getting $100 million a year from the Big Ten. There's no reason why you can't do it. It's just like the reason we don't allow USC to have those fucking excuses. I'm not giving them to UCLA either. They were part of the package.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Uh-oh, Cowpoke Ranch, what do you say? You see, even in Jason, you see ESPN's segment on Gundy yesterday. They said Weiberg is on a month-to-month contract and is likely to leave due to health issues at year's end, along with Gundy. I'm telling y'all. Oh, Gundy's got to go, right? But okay, you're a Poke fan, and to your credit, bro, you're one of the few that's come in here and said like anything worthy of what's real. How fast do they fire his ass if they lose to Tulsa this weekend? He's his biggest heist in the century, by the way.
He won't even get to the damn press conference.
Yeah.
Just take your jersey off and just go on to the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that, but that's why UCLA is now their hand is forced. When you lose to UNM 35-10, that's the epitome of rock bottom.
My high school football teams at Hobbs could have beat UNM.
Yeah. And Hobbs wasn't a football school.
No.
It's still not a football school.
No.
Gentlemen, I'm going to have to let you guys go, man. It's 11:45 here in my time.
Yeah, it's all good. We're not staying on much longer.
I got to get up early in the morning, man. But, Coach, man, it was nice to see you back, man.
Absolutely, Coach. Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, you be proud of me, man. I did good. I did 14 games so far, and no bad calls.
No bad calls so far,
right, baby.
No bad calls so far.
I like it.
Are you sure the coaches would agree with that?
No, we get evaluated by the coaches after the ball game. But I had one tonight, man, that I called back up interception. This blindside block shit, man. These kids these days, they don't know. You can't. The damn play is 50 yards down the field, and he sees the quarterback, and he ran and lit his ass up, and you got to call that shit. Yeah. Other than that, man, I love it. I know coach hate
fun,
me.
Isn't it?
Oh man, it gets me back to coaching and coaching these kids and everything, man, showing what to do, what they can't do. I love it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm coaching my grandson's travel team.
How they doing?
And we had our first game last weekend.
Okay,
and we won 19-0.
There you go.
So,
what does he play?
He plays center and guard.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Teach them right, Coach. Teach them right.
Hey,
Teach them right.
Coach, I'll tell you real quick before you go. So,
Yes, sir.
we're blocking because they're 10-year-olds,
Yeah.
and so they're block. I'm coaching offensive line, and so we're doing L, M, and R. So
Oh,
our
yeah.
calls are like anything to the left is going to start with an L, like Louisiana,
Lucy. Yeah. Yeah.
Lucy,
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha.
then middle is just it's big on big blocking is what middle is.
Yep.
But Mississippi, Michigan,
Yeah.
and then same thing to the right, Rojo, and just any
Roscoe
R.
was my favorite. Roscoe.
Roscoe, yeah. So any of those things. But anyway, quarterback calls the play, and I don't say a damn thing. My he's already making all the line calls.
There you go. There you go.
And it's been funner than shit watching him make the line calls. And none of the other kids, when we were going to take him out of the game, and I took him out, and Coach said, "Coach, who's making the line calls?" I said, "Well, the center should be." And he said, "He don't know what to call."
Yeah. No.
He said, "Put Michael the guard."
No, that's good, man. You need to keep doing that. Keep doing that. I tell
Yeah,
coaches and I tell kids all the time, man. Find you a coach, man, that cares. Find you a coach, man, that's going to teach and
yeah,
listen. Be a sponge. Stop.
yeah,
Don't worry. I mean, I think parents and dads. I think dads really are ruining some of these boys in bad technique. Uh,
yeah.
Telling their kid what they can do and can't do. They don't know the rules.
Don't want their
Coaches
kid
know.
getting punched and yelled at and shit.
Well,
Yeah.
coaches know the rules, and rules change every single year. And
Yeah.
find you a
Gotta
coach,
keep
man,
up
that wants to confine in you and teach you and absorb everything he tells you. Dude, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna tell you this. Well, I
Yeah.
did Charlotte Latin, Ted Ginn's team. They got a
Yeah.
running back, man, named Joseph Johnson. They call him JJ. 6'3", 225 pounds. He had 19 carries, 319 yards.
Wow.
And when he hit the sideline, coach, I swear to you, like he's floating. He's like he ain't even touching the ground. And man, it's nice to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my grandson and I, the other thing we do, my wife videos the game, and then Sunday mornings we come in
Yes.
here and we break down the film. We grade all the players on the offensive line,
Good
and
job, coach.
he's learning to grade film and see what's wrong and what's right, and so it's been fun for him
No, you're doing
and
right,
me,
coach. You're
obviously
doing
me.
right. You're making another coach on the field. Is what you're
And
doing.
and I tell you what, he's already told me, Papa, I would like to be a coach. So
There you go.
we'll see. I told him there's a lot better jobs out there, son.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Try something else, Michael. Why don't you go be a doctor?
Yeah, go be a doctor.
Well, man, I appreciate Jason, man, for letting me come on the show, man. Hey, get out there, man. Support your boy Jason, man, and Coach, man. I love these guys, man. They always come on here, man, and keep you guys entertained until
Oh,
we
there's
talk.
always that. There's always
Oh,
that.
well, it's 11:44 my time, and Texas still sucks.
Still sucks.
It still
Amen, brother.
sucks.
Amen.
Hey, you guys take care, man. I will see you guys later.
All right,
Love
Coach.
you, brother.
Thanks for coming on. Love you,
All right,
man.
man. Take care, fellas.
Later.
All right. Coach Ricks from Coach's Talk. You can find him at Coach Ricks on YouTube. Make sure you guys get over there and subscribe to his channel as well. They do amazing stuff. I love the panels that he's been doing lately. It's been really good. Watching his show, and it's growing all the time. So they're getting pretty close. So get over there and make sure that you become a subscriber if you have not already. All right.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
On that on a side note, are we getting any closer to 5,000?
A bit, yeah. So we're at right now. Let me go to our channel real quick. I was just about to do that anyway. We are at just over. We're at 4,690 something. So
We're closing in.
yeah, so we're about 300 away, a little over 300 away. So,
Okay. How's the likes look tonight?
The likes. That's what I was just about to go look at. So let me
Okay.
open that back up. Let me open that back up.
If y'all hadn't done it, wipe your
Hit
feet.
the like button.
Hit the like button.
Yeah,
Hell,
well,
hit the unlike.
about
I don't give a shit.
10% of the views. So we've had about 500 views. We've got 50 likes. There's 85 in here though right now. So out of you other 30, 35 people, hit the fucking like button, or at least hit the dislike button if you want to be a hater. Just don't be a freeloader.
That's right.
Just don't be a freeloader. You know what I'm saying? Shit. All right. Let me see. What else were we talking about? Let's see. That's kind of where we're at as far as. Well, I guess we could kind of end with this, and having watched them and stuff, and I'm of the opinion that. So I'm putting out my SEC power rankings in the morning, and I'm deciding what I think about 1 and 2. I think Oklahoma is deservedly of one of the top 2 spots, but I think Georgia's being the SEC champion. I'm okay with leaving them in the top spot. Do you think it's fair to have them even in the top 2 as far as the SEC with what you've seen so far?
Myself?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any doubt. I mean,
The defense is legit, right?
The defense is legit, and when you have a defense that is great, I mean, good is you're going to be pretty good, but when you have a great defense, you're going to be in every ball game. I don't care who you're playing, and that's that's what I've seen from Oklahoma. Obviously, Mateer we can talk offense too, but it's the defense, and we've been talking about this for almost a year now, Jason, over a year. But you know what? Their defense is what's going to get them back to the top,
No
and
doubt.
it's proven to do so, and I don't think there's any doubt that they're one of the top teams in the SEC.
Yeah, and I think their defense is the best in the country, and I've been saying that a lot, but I've seen it though on the field now.
Right.
That I'll stand 10 toes down on that. I don't think that there's a better defense. And the other thing is at the moment, at least for right now, I think that John Mateer is playing best quarterback in the conference too. So I think I have a reason to make them number 1. But right now, until I see what they do in their first SEC game against at least a team that everybody expects to be pretty good, I may leave them at 2. But
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
I would agree with that.
And I think that, here's the thing. It's like I was saying earlier, what I have liked is that they haven't played with their food whenever they've played against bad teams. Like,
right.
And I'll tell you, Illinois State's one of the best FCS teams in the country, and they dispatched them easily. And Temple was 2-0, but they played UMass and Howard, so I don't give a shit about that. But what I did give a shit about was that you didn't go over there and lay an egg for a half and then have it be closer than it should be. They went over there and handled their business professionally and took care of it.
Yep, I agree.
So,
no, I and again, I was a year early with OU last year because remember, I thought last year y'all were going to be pretty damn good. But again,
injuries and all that stuff had a lot to do with that, I think. But then obviously, the coordinator situation wasn't good, and
and dear God, I understand how that hurts.
I know you do. I know. I mean, you knew that about the offense before that, so I get it. But I really think that when it comes to that, I mean, and to be fair about Auburn and Jackson Arnold, and I know how you feel about this, but I'm saying it myself too. As hard as we are on Jackson Arnold, and whether or not you want to boo him or whatever the fuck, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Just be loud. And I think that's part of it. But here's the thing. As hard as people have been on JA, and I think he definitely earned part of that, I would tell you that the fact that you had poor coaching going on at that position, especially last year,
that hurt
him tremendously.
Yeah.
And so Do I think that you got to take some responsibility for that? I do, but I also think that Brent Venables did that. He kissed his ass the entirety of SEC Media Day that he was there.
Right.
He said nothing bad about him. He said nothing but good things about him.
Yep.
So, and that was the right thing for you to do if you're BV. But don't think for 1 second that he's not excited about getting him, because he knows what he can do against him and what he can't.
Well, and you know, come on, man. You guys know him inside out. You know his positives. You know his negatives. And that's also another thing that's going to hurt him in the ball game, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Legend. Appreciate you. Yeah,
Legend, love you, brother.
yeah. BB said, "I wish he was further along in every way." To me, that's coach speak for he's not performing up to par. Oh, you're talking. That's talking about Jaden Ott. Hey guys, Jaden Ott stuff, man. I had Tori's dad on the other morning. I don't know if you guys watched that, but we had Derek Blaylock, who played for the Chiefs. We talked. I got to tell you, I am the least worried about Jaden Ott in this situation. Now, I'm also not freaking out too much because of just what they've talked about. First off, he didn't get there till late. He was a spring portal entry, which means he didn't get to practice then. And he got hurt for quite a bit of what was going on in the fall in camp. That means that not only that, and I heard Mateer talking about it, is that he hasn't kind of ingratiated himself with the rest of the team yet. And not saying it was his fault. He wasn't saying that. But basically, I think it's similar to what I heard from somebody else the other day, was that, hey, go have a 30-yard run or something, get you a touchdown, and everything will be fine. You'll fit in with the culture immediately. Here's if we really believe that Oklahoma is going to get to where we want them to get this season, it's a long fucking season. We're talking about 15, 16, 17 games if you're going to win the Natty. So don't count the guy out yet. Don't boo him off the field and talk shit to him on Twitter. Relax and see what happens. Let the coaches handle it. This idea of we gotta, we don't like what we paid for him. Hey, it didn't come out of your pocket. I don't care if you pay into the NIL stuff or not. It doesn't come out of your pocket, guys. Relax.
Exactly.
Relax. And
hey, Jason,
Oklahoma can afford it. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask you. We talked a lot about Texas and Arch earlier. They got Kansas this week, right? You think that's upset alert? Can't hear you.
Wait, who are you asking me? Who's got Kansas this week?
Doesn't Texas have Kansas?
Texas has no. They have Sam Houston State.
What am I? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Sam Houston State, and then they go, and then it's bye week after this week for both programs, and then they're at Florida.
Okay.
They're at Florida. Oklahoma gets Kent State for the Red River.
Why did I think they had Kansas?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I mean, I don't think Sam Houston State's going to do anything to them, and they should blow them away. But I'll tell you what, if he doesn't look any better than he looked against UTEP, it's not good.
No. And UTEP football. Oh. It ain't good.
They're not good. They're never good, man. When Mike Price was there was the best they were, and that was half-assed still. You just can't get guys to go there. It's a tough place to get guys to go. Now, maybe in the NIL, and I think they like their coach over there. I think he's an up-and-comer from what I hear, that new coach over there. I forgot his name, but he's an up-and-comer. But which means he won't be there long if he's worth the shit. But does Florida beat Texas? I think Florida. I don't know. Can both teams lose? Because
that's what I was going to say. They're both. It's going to be a cluster.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I would tell you that the first of the two dummies to decide to replace their quarterback probably wins. I'm just saying, man.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
11 against 1 seems unfair. You're right, Jeff. Playing a guy named Sam Houston, he says. 11-1 seems unfair.
Well, Jason, I got to roll, man.
Yeah, I know you do, man. It's been hour and 45 anyway. We went late, but I wasn't going to go on before I got to talk to you.
You're a good hombre.
Love you, Coach.
Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate everybody on here, and sure is fun to talk and discuss stuff. And Jason, I have so much fun when I come on. Thank you.
Yeah. You know we have fun with it. You know I'm having fun with it all the time. So
absolutely, you do a great job with it.
I wanted nothing but to make sure that we got to keep it going. So, yeah, Coach, we'll definitely tell Michael I said what's hello, and continue to kick ass. I know he does anyway. But yeah, man, I'll be. I think I'm going. I'm probably leaving Thursday morning at the latest.
Good for you.
The Auburn game and stuff. So excited about this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, who do you guys play this week? Notre Dame. I didn't even look at that. I've been looking at everything else. Purdue. Yeah. Well,
I tell you what, they played better. I mean, their new coach has them playing a little better.
Hey, listen, he's one of the best coaches. I think, it didn't work out for him at Mizzou, but I don't know that I really blame that on him, to be quite honest with you. I think that Drink got the job at the right time where they could utilize what they can do with NIL and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I think he's a good coach, man. And I think he's destined to end up back in the SEC also. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But all right, Coach. Well, we appreciate
it. Good night, guys. Love y'all. Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Coach Roy Ball, appreciate him coming in as always. All right. Let's see. Got a couple minutes left and we'll head on as well. I'll answer a couple questions. I know I hadn't been as responsive to the chat tonight. What's behind Arch and Lagway, though? I mean, shit. Whoops. I got to tell you, they're recruiting 5-star guys at Texas every year. I mean, I don't know that I don't think it's got to be. It can't be bad. It can't be worse than what they're getting, right? It can't be worse than what they're getting. You know what I mean? I got 2 ganjas in here. Oh, no, Ginger 83. Never mind. I'm telling you, they do the parent trap. What the fuck? What are you talking about? I'm missing something here. I don't know, man. I do think that there's got to be, and I did, you know what? I asked the professor that the other night, though, is what does it look like in their quarterback room behind DJ? And he said that he thinks it's fine that they've got a couple of guys. They've got a guy that I think he's a true, or no, like a redshirt sophomore. So he's been around for a couple of years. Should know the system. I mean, can you afford to do 5 turnovers again? I mean, fuck. And here's the thing. They're going to get – is that – the Miami game is this weekend or are they off this week? I think they may be off this week. Let me see. No, it is this weekend. So they're at number 4. Yeah, they're going to get the shit beat out of them. So, oh, man, we were talking mad shit about you guys. That's going to be a decent game this week, yes? Hosting Utah? Big Mouth, Utah? Texas picked up a portal quarterback at the beginning of the summer. They knew what Arch was. Yeah, well, it's and I know who you're talking about. He looks good, actually. I always forget his name, but I know who he is. Caldwell, right? Transfer from Matthew Caldwell. I mean, I don't know why you don't try. And I think that Trey Owens, everything we've heard out of Austin now we do know that one thing that I saw this, I thought it was hilarious on that SEC podcast, Chris Marler, which I was trying to get him on to come on with us here in the next few days, but he hadn't answered me yet, so I don't know. Holy shit. He's back. What up, Carlos? I'm surprised you're back. Glad to see you. Holy shit. No, I think that what we're talking about with I think you have to try to play Caldwellers. If it doesn't get better, you can't afford to. I mean, their first game against in conference is one thing, and they're not going to lose the next one. But you can't afford to lose anything after that. And if it's me and he's struggling at all in the Florida game, I think the hook has to be quick. But I get what you guys are saying about that they're not going to pull him out. I just don't know that I buy it. What up, Jonathan Lewis? My guy. Good to see you. Jonathan Lewis, drop a prediction in there about what you think about Auburn. You came back tonight, you beat us. Oh, I didn't see you because I was in the car, so I didn't see all that. Okay, cool stuff. Well, I appreciate you. That's good of you. Jonathan, what do you give me a prediction on the Auburn game this weekend? Who wins? What's the score? And you too, Carlos. Utah wants they can want one hand and piss in the other and see which one fills up first. I don't see it ever happening, to be quite honest with you. Better win the SEC. I like it. Marler does lines of booger sugar. Oh, y'all be nice, man. Don't be ugly about Marler. He is funny as shit, though. He might, though. That's pretty funny, actually. Booger sugar. Hilarious. I don't know. Y'all give me a good... But anyway, I'm serious. If they don't figure it out with the quarterback situation over there, I think it's wild. 31-10, 100-0 OU. F those ties. I knew that was coming. F them trees. You're saying 30-17 OU. OU, Alabama State. Is that what you're calling Auburn? There is an Alabama State. Only reason I say that. But that's funny. Little brother will do. Michigan in trouble this week. Underwood's got no wide receivers. Hey, man, I got to tell you that when he beats somebody, when old Matt Rule beats somebody good at Nebraska, I'll buy that shit. I think if they just need to open it up. Open this shit up and let him go. Let Underwood do his thing. You're not doing any good trying to hold him back. It's from SEC Podcast. He'll know exactly what you're talking about. He admitted to it or something. I didn't see that part. I just saw what he was saying about Texas, which was hilarious, by the way. Talking about the Texas media and all that. And he's not wrong. Hey, you know what? I'm going to say this again. I thought the Michigan fans that were in attendance there were chill as fuck. The guy that got his ass whipped notwithstanding, and I don't know what happened there. I didn't see it. I didn't even know what was going on when it happened, and I was in the stadium. So barely. And since he didn't look that good. But I'll say this about Carlos. Shout out to you for coming back and, taking your licks that night. I didn't realize that you had done that. But I thought the Michigan fans were cool as shit. I had a bunch of them around me, and they were all cool. Even the ones that were – there was one big bone Midwestern lady that was talking a little crazy. But aside from her, everybody was pretty chill. She was talking about break Mateer's back and shit like that. I was just like, whoa. But, some people, I didn't really have a problem with it or nothing. Been at every USC game this week. Traveling takes its toll. This year, you've been there all year? Really? That's cool. That's cool, man. Good for you. Good for you. They've been all home games so far? That's pretty good, dude. Still good. Let's see. No, the last one. You went to the Purdue game? That's all. Hey, how come you don't do some stuff for USCJ if you're going to all these games? Traveling takes a toll. Well, I don't know why I even said that because you were talking about traveling. So, Missouri State, the first two were at home, but then the traveling part, yeah. But where do you live, Trojan Fight? I don't think I know that. I assumed LA, but Purdue was on the road. Travel from Texas every week. Oh, so how come you're not like? Have you asked USCJ if he needs like help from anything or like to take videos to send him or something like that? Yeah, 3-hour weather delay. Ugh, yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. There was about 30 minutes of comment section going wild on Marler. He kept rubbing his nose, and it was relentless. And so did it get? It was getting commented on in the chat. That's fucking great. That is fucking great. You ought to say something to Trojan, or you ought to say something to USCJ if you want to. Like, you could do like little. I'll put in a word for you. I mean, you should be able to do like a thing with your phone where you give a little report of what it was like in the stands or whatever the fuck you want to give. I bet he would appreciate that too. USCJ loves shit like that. And especially if you like call into his show or any of that kind of stuff whenever he goes on, because he's always doing panels and stuff like that where he lets everybody call in and talk. USCJ's a bad dude, by the way. You talk about the hardest working cat in this game. Man, that dude is putting out videos at all fucking times. I got love for USCJ. That's funny, Ginger. Golly. They scored 73. Carlos is in the chat tonight. Yeah. That's fucking great. Maybe that's why he hadn't answered me back, because I asked him this morning if he wanted to go on tomorrow. But I'm gonna have Chris from SEC Unfiltered is going to be on with us tomorrow. Chris Phillips, he'll be on with us in the morning to talk about this Auburn game a little bit. And I'm going to ask the question. You guys, you can talk. We're not going to talk about it tonight, but we're going to bring it up because everybody's bringing it up on Twitter like crazy, and everybody's talking about it. So gotta ask the question: is it okay to boo Jackson Arnold if you're in the Palace this weekend on Saturday? Is it okay to do that? So I'll let you guys put it in there. I'll discuss it with you tomorrow. But we'll be back in here at obviously 10:30 Eastern time. That's 9:30 Central tomorrow, right here on Hall of Fame College Football. It definitely caused both him and SEC Mike to go, "What the hell, guys?" That's fucking funny. Did he get mad about it, or he was like, he knew he was caught? That's fucking funny. I don't know him well, so I'm not gonna say that I know for sure, but it almost feels like maybe he's had that demon in the past and beat it. So hopefully that's not what it is. I'm gonna shut up. I don't know. I don't have a yeah. No, Tez could come on if he wants to, but I think he works during the daytime. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure. The guy I have on tomorrow is the host of SEC Unfiltered, Chris Phillips, dark beard guy, the mullet. He was the one that hanging around with Trav the whole time for the week of Michigan. He was there in Norman quite a bit. Yeah, he had a kick-ass time in Norman. Right. I saw him at the tailgate and we talked for a little while and stuff. So he said he wanted to jump on with me one of these times and wants to have me go on his show at some point. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Listen, I got to tell you, I mean, just, before I'm not going to get to it completely, and I want to use that as part of the theme of the show, but I could give a fuck. I think as long as you show up and be loud at whatever you do, I don't care if you do. I don't care if you don't. Listen, the SEC if you haven't noticed yet, every SEC fan base, I keep hearing, is this the most delusional fan base in the SEC? Is this the most delusional fan base in the SEC? Is this the most delusional fan base in the SEC? I think the answer every time is yes. So I don't really care. I don't really care if you do or you don't. I'm not really a person to boo unless it's like booing refs. But that's just me. I also don't mind saying what the fuck's on my mind either. You know how I feel about J.A. and what he was as a quarterback. So you guys know. Yeah. Everyone was having fun. Well, that's good to know. Good. Facts. Let's see. Not gonna go. Is it at Illinois? Yeah, it's at Illinois. Yeah, because that's 11 a.m. kick. But if you're in Texas, that's no different for you. But yeah, 11 a.m. kicks kind of suck. They do kind of suck. I think that's an important game for SC, though, to find out what you're really about, though. Anyway, what's that Auburn do from the panel? No. Let's see. During warm-ups, they need to be playing all of Jackson's turnovers scoreboard on a loop. Yeah, I think so, too. I need you guys to destroy Texas. These Ohio State fans think they did something special by beating Texas. Yeah, I think if Texas continues playing like it's playing, I think Oklahoma better damn well beat them. And I think they will. I think all things being equal, let's say even if their defense is as good as they act like it is, which I don't believe is the case, I think if Arch is not as bad as he is right now and he's even half-assed good, he's not going to be as good as John Mateer. So I'm not in. You vote Texas A&M for most delusional. They're up there. Yeah. I mean, they're all kind of like that. I would tell you that Ohio State fans are nuts for the most part. And, we watched what we heard from the Michigan fans too. Most of them are pretty chill, but some of them are pretty out there. But there's nobody as bad as Tennessee fans. I can tell you that. When it comes to us as creators, I got more shit from Tennessee fans last year than I've ever seen in my life. Over a really benign comment about that they're talking a lot of shit thinking they're going to win by 50 coming into Norman. And that literally that short video that I did on TikTok did over 100,000 views in a week. It was insane. There you go, Jim. I like that. There you go. Yeah, they have a new. Well, that's why that show that I was talking about earlier. I mean, he went way far with it, like the Barn Show or whatever it's called. I mean, and I actually think that they do a good job. I think and I felt like he just, between what I've seen on X and then watching that, I thought it was pretty lame. And I think it's a weak sauce move. It's a really little brother thing to do to say, oh yeah, we shouldn't even show up and stuff like that. I mean, it was very Okie lightish, if you know what I mean. 31-10. 37-10 says corrections. I've got 35-3, so I'm with you guys. The show pissed you off. 35-13 Oklahoma. Here you go. I'm not saying I have an issue with him either. I have no problem with him doing well whenever it's not against OU. It's not. Ganja says, I feel bad for him, though. If he had an attitude like Rattler, I'd probably boo his ass. But he never came off like that to me. Yeah, I think he came off a little more To some people he did, but it's that he definitely not like Rattler, but kind of inaccessible. And I think it was like that for his teammates a little bit too, just to be real. But we'll see. Yeah, it's all good though. Can we call it the Crimson Clash or Classic Crimson? I mean, I don't know. I'd probably bring up Blue Bloods first, but I don't care what they call it. 28-9, huh? 3 field goals? You'd see that. I thought that was stupid. Didn't you? I didn't understand that. But they were doing it during the interview with DeBoer. I guess that's okay. But I still thought it was kind of lame. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't think they're going to have a good day. I think they're going to have to do it through the air, and we know that he's reluctant. He's a reluctant passer at best, a reluctant passer. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I could be wrong. I hope I'm right. I very much hope I'm right. Pulaw says 27-17. Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody coming in. Hey, you know what? You can bet on this if you want to by going to our MyBookie page. You can see I did really well last week. I missed the parlays, but I was able to win back all my bet money by betting on the games. I don't think I missed, but the only game that I missed as far as the winners were concerned was I picked the correct winner on everything but Notre Dame. So the rest of them I had the right winner. What's up, Matt? I ain't seen you in a while, bro. Appreciate it. Satterfield says 30-13. All right, guys. But you can jump in there. I'm gonna go out to the MyBookie commercial. Appreciate you guys. Jump in there and check it out. Or you can jump on Fanatics as well, hofmedia.us/fanatics. Get the best deals on all your Sooner gear or whoever you root for. Appreciate you, man. I'd bet you some whiskey. My man, I'm down for that. Good stuff. Appreciate it, guys. Can Auburn decide on one mascot, Eagle or Tiger? Yeah. Good stuff. It's kind of weird. But the story about War Eagle is kind of cool. So I can't really say anything bad about that. But all right, guys. Appreciate everybody. We'll see you all on the next one. Hey, Jason Watkins here with Hall of Fame College Football. And if you are ready to back your favorite team, the Sooners, and fade that Texas hype train every Saturday this fall, there's only one place to do it, MyBookie. Right now, you can double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you sign up at hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. That's hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. Yep, 100% deposit bonus, and it takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Whether you're betting college football, rolling the dice in the online casino, or dropping a 10-leg parlay on SEC Chaos, MyBookie has everything you need. Bet anytime, anywhere, on the go, at the tailgate, or yelling at the refs from your couch. Just don't talk trash. Put your money where your mouth is. Hit that link, hofmedia.us/mybookie1000, and get your deposit bonus today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie and Hall of Fame College Football. Are you tired of your game day gear looking like it's stuck in the offseason? Well, step up your fandom with Hall of Fame College Football's official Fanatics partner store. Whether you're a diehard Oklahoma Sooners fan like myself, bleeding crimson and cream, or you rep another one of the SEC's heavy hitters, Fanatics has you covered. Shop thousands of officially licensed hats, jerseys, sideline polos, and exclusive championship merch from the entire Power 4 and Group of 6 too. All shipped directly to your doorstep and fast. Want to gear up like your favorite coaches and players? Are you looking for that perfect tailgate tee or a statement piece for your man cave? Fanatics is your one-stop shop for authentic college football gear from everybody that plays the game. So do yourself and your team a favor. Click our link in the description or simply log on to hofmedia.us/fanatics. That's hofmedia.us/fanatics. And you can shop everything that you want for the best prices of the day right on our Fanatics partner page.